Welcome back, trainers, and we are going to be taking a look at an XL level 50 Roserade in the Master Premier. And I'm going to tell you what, some of these victories are like a jump up victory. Run around the living room, have the dogs start getting all crazy and barking. It was good at times. It was absolutely worth the investment. Now we do see a Garchomp on screen here. I am going to be swapping it out with Togekiss after a couple of battles here just because I wanted to switch it up. Simple as that. So alongside Roserade, we are going to have a Shadow Snorlax, which is also going to be XL, of course, not 50. And then also a 100 Togekiss, that is going to be XL just a little bit. All right, nothing like the level 50 Roserade. I was able to get enough candies from the community day. As a matter of fact, I almost have two that are completely level 50. I think I made a bit of a mistake because I should have saved some of those XL candies. Other than this one here, I'm happy with this one. This is also 100. For a potential shadow down the line here, but it is what it is. With this experience in the Master League using it, it is kind of squishy. Shadow would be amazing, but it is going to make it that much more squishy. But anyways, let's talk about this one here. How did it perform? I'm going to tell you what. We'll get into the commentary in a second here. Take a look at PV Poke, what it can go good up against and what it's going to lose up against. There are going to be matchups and where it is going to be able to win, where it does say it loses because of the specific moves that it does have. I am going to be going with Weather Ball, of course, Community Day, Bullet Seed, and Dazzling Gleam. That is the key. Well, Weather Ball is the key. And also Bullet Seed. The reason why I do go with that is because I don't want to get locked up against a potential, I don't know, Dragonite or a Fire type or whatever the case may be. And I'm going to be able to almost one-shot dragons and fighters. It's absolutely amazing. And yes, we will be seeing it happen, and also you will be seeing this thing sweeping entire teams. Not like I go throw it out and it just instantly sweeps the team, but basically it gets a piece of every single Pokemon and does a lot of damage to each one. With that said, now let's get into the commentary. That Metagross is instantly going to swap out. It already knows better, and we're going to be staying in here. Now, I'm also going to say this before we fully get into the commentary here. I played a little sloppy throughout this entire video. Some battles were well played, some battles were a little bit off. I was just not in the rhythm 100%. Okay, simple as that. I felt off with the Roserade. It was absolutely amazing. I just needed to get comfortable with it. So anyways, we are going to be ranking up. We are going to see a 5-0. Absolutely amazing stuff here. With that said, let's see what we have going on here. They're going to be throwing in that Shiny Machamp and farming us down. Not Shadow, so we don't have to worry about that extra damage, but it is going to have a little bit more bulk. We're going to instantly go in here with our Roserade and go for that Dazzling Gleam. We're going to be able to one-shot it. Let's go. Do you see what's going on here with this thing? Do you see the potential here? Why I'm going with Dazzling Gleam, and these dragons are just going to get slayed. So we are getting that shield out of the Metagross, instantly swapping into our Garchomp here. And we're not going to bait anything. We're just going to simply shield these up, go for 2 Earthquakes. We're going to be able to beat it to another Earthquake, and we're going to be able to take the win here. Simple as that. So I was absolutely enjoying this thing. You guys, let's go. Is it worth the investment? Should you power one up to level 50? Maybe you do have the candies. You're just wondering, is it worth the Stardust? Should I wait for the Shadow? You be the judge after you're done watching this video, okay? I'm going to say I'm absolutely happy I invested 500,000 Stardust into this thing. So anyways, into the next battle, we will be leading with it the entire time, and we're going to be met with a Dragonite. Yeah, sure, we do have Dazzling Gleam, but it's not ideal to stay in here when you do have the leads like this. So we're going to go ahead and swap into our Snorlax here, which is going to be our safe swap for the most part. They're going to be bringing in their own Snorlax here. We're going to actually let this go through. This should be a body slam. Yep. And what we want to do is get off 2 superpowers here, and we should be able to do a nice chunk. Let's see if we'll get a shield. So there goes 1. Getting to another superpower here. Don't think this will quite KO the Snorlax. Yeah, not quite. And it's absolutely not worth shielding up and trying to farm down with Lick or anything, because we did drop our attack and it is already resisted. And more than likely they'll still be alive before we get to a body slam. Or they do. So bringing in the Roserade, what we can do is start farming up to get to that Dazzling Gleam. You guys want to see it one-shot another Pokemon? You guys want to see it? Let's go right here. One-shotting Dragonite. Almost. Almost. Throwing in the Togekiss and getting in a quick move in there. They go in with their Gyarados and they want no part of that battle anymore. Let's go. I'm telling you, hit that like button if you are enjoying these battles. They're only going to get better. Let's get it. So we're met with typically a Pokemon I would get annoyed to see unless I was running Haxorus in the lead or something like that. But with Roserade, this is so nice. So let's see what they want to do. We see how much Weather Ball does, pretty much almost one-shotting that thing. We're going to go ahead and let that Mirror Shot go through. No attack debuff for them this time around. We're getting 2 shields out of them. Okay, that sounds good to me. Now, a Wild Charge is going to be hurting at this point, but they're going to be going for another Mirror Shot here. And let's see, I don't know if this is actually going to KO. Not quite. And I think we're actually going to start shielding up here. Farm down, or they might try to swap on us. Let's be quick. Oh yeah, they're going to be going into that Gyarados, so we got to be on our toes like a ninja, swapping into Snorlax here, so they can't take us out instantly. And I do believe they back out at this point, and we're going to be able to take the win. We're going to be going 4-1 for our first set using this Community Day Roserade level 50, and we're having a blast with it. The leads are looking fantastic. Into the next set, let's see, we're going to be met with another Magnezone, this time regular, so it's going to be a little bit bulkier, and they're going to be retreating with energy. We're going to be gaining a little bit more ourselves and getting a little bit slow on the swap there and going into Snorlax. Snorlax is typically a good counter to go up against the Togekiss here, especially the Shadow. So we're going to go ahead and shield up this first one. We want to maintain the health because that Charm is doing a lot of damage, and that would have just pushed us over the edge. So at this point, we could have maybe farmed down. I just got a little nervous, and we're just going to go for the Body Slam. We're in a good position here. Sure, they have 2 shields, and we only have 1, but that's perfectly fine here. They're going to be coming back in with the Magnezone. We're going to go for the Superpower. This is going to do a ton of damage if they let it go through. Oh boy, let's go. And they're swapping. And we're going to go ahead and go into our Togekiss. And that Gyarados does have Dragon Breath. And this is looking fantastic for us. Of course, it's an Aqua Tail, more than likely also a Crunch. So we're going to be able to potentially win this here. So yeah, sure, they have 2 shields left, but the energy is high for us. So we have a lot of energy on the Roserade. And we'll be able to protect ourselves. So they're letting that go through. I was very curious as to why. And maybe they just realized it was over at that point, so they just let it go. So good game. And moving on to our next opponent here. Let's see what we're going to be met with. It's a Dragonite, so we already know the drill here. We're going to have to swap out of this. Of course, we're not going to be going into no Togekiss. We're going to go into our Snorlax here. And we do have a Togekiss to, looks like, counter this Machamp as well as the Dragonite. But by the time the Snorlax is done here, that Machamp is already almost going to be finished. They're going for a Rock Slide, and they do have a little bit of energy built up, so we need to look out for that. Going to go in here with the Roserade, seeing that we're going to be taking resisted damage from the counters here. We're going to go ahead and shield this, farm it down, and then try to do the thing that we did before onto the Dragonite. Now, after I make this video, it's probably not going to be happening all too often anymore because people know what I'm going to be using. But hey, it was fun while it lasted. One-shotting a Dragonite, you love that? Yeah, I know you do. In comes the Excadrill, and yet again, Roserade just handling these teams with its force here. So we're going to shield this up. We're going to keep on throwing these, and I left this battle in because did you see how well it was played? Oh, we're going to win this, right? No, I messed up here. So what I should have done is swap right before this. Yeah, a couple more, maybe, right as I was almost getting to that last Weather Ball into the Togekiss here. So I could have went in and got it off because it was able to tie me there. And unfortunately, they're going to be able to take the win here. Yeah, everything is hindsight's 20/20. You could say this, you could say that. But I was thinking it during the battle. I honestly was, and I was very upset. I was like, oh my gosh, I was on a roll. I was like, come on. Messing me up here. All right. Into the next battle, met with a Togekiss, and they typically don't like this because we're going to be resisting the Charm while they could potentially get one-shotted with a Sledge Bomb here. So we're going to go ahead and buff it. We're going to go Weather Ball. We're getting the shield, fantastic. Dazzling Gleam is going to be doing a lot, but man, it does require a ton of energy. But Bullet Seed is going to be charging it at a pretty fast rate, so not bad at all. We're going to go ahead and build up to that and go for it now. This is not going to KO, but it will do a lot. And I don't know if it's more efficient to just maybe go 2 Weather Balls. I think it is, honestly. Maybe just 2.5 Weather Balls at this. Yeah, it definitely would have been more efficient. So, like I said, not playing these the best. Did you see that little putter of lag? We should have been able to hit our Weather Ball, but we weren't. So we're going down with energy. That's just, it's just nonsense. But anyways, they're going to be going in with Machamp swapping. We're going to go ahead and swap into our Togekiss here. And we're looking great. We're absolutely going to let this go through. We're going to just simply farm them down. Looks like they're going to be running close combat and cross chop. Pretty sure that's maybe what they're trying to run, or maybe close combat and payback, who knows. So they're going to be going in with their own Roserade. Let's go. And they're hitting us with a Sludge Bomb, taking us out. We're going to go ahead and go in here with Snorlax. Now, the thing that we have going for us is the fact that we do have one shield. So we're getting this through because they are shieldless. And at this point, it's getting, a little curious as to what I should do. They're going for a Weather Ball. Okay, so good call. Licking them down. Actually, they swapped into their Togekiss here. We're just going to throw the Body Slam. That Roserade is basically over. Yep, and GG's into the next battle. Did you like this, folks? Let's go. This team is amazing. XL, all of them. And the Roserade, of course, 50. So we're met with the Gyarados, and it does have Waterfall. You would think this would be a little bit better matchup for us, but since we do have Dazzling Gleam, it's not. I kind of need to get out of here, honestly. So we're actually landing that, so we're not in a bad position at this point. I think we're letting this Crunch go through. That's going to be doing quite a bit. We're going to swap into our Snorlax, and I think the best play is to just let this go through and just start farming it down here. Let's see what they want to swap into. And they're going to be going into a Swampert here, so we can, counter this to some degree. It's actually a good counter to it if you do match up with it in the beginning, but since we are down on our health, it's going to be a little bit different situation here. So getting that second Body Slam through, they're letting it go through, very curious, and we're letting this Hydro Cannon. We can survive this, and we're going to be able to get to a Body Slam right on time. Beautiful. So let's see, do they want to shield this, or do they want to let it go? They're letting it go. That was not much health. But we are winning that swap, so this is beautiful for us. Roserade's low on our health, but so is the Gyarados. So what we're going to do is go ahead and go in here and start farming with the Roserade. And they have a Magnezone in the back. And getting a little nervous because we do have the Togekiss. So we are going to take resisted damage from the quick move. So we're going to be able to at least get to a couple of these before it does take us out here. And we do have 2 shields left. So yeah, they're still holding on to one. Their Gyarados doesn't really have much health left, but they're still letting that go through. Very interesting. So I'm figuring, we're just going to go ahead and go in here and just shield everything and Charm down. Yeah, it's resisted by the Magnezone, but Charm is so ridiculous, it's going to be able to just eliminate it. And then once the Gyarados comes in, no charge move is going to be able to take us out. Not even Hydro Pump, I don't think it even had energy for that anyways. But nonetheless, taking the win with the Togekiss. Alright, what are we going to be met with this time? It is going to be a Swampert, so yeah, Quick Move's going to be doing decent damage. They're going to be swapping out with a little bit of energy, going into the Togekiss, and we're going to go ahead and go into our Snorlax. We like this matchup. We're going to stay here. Now, technically, I could have went in with my own Togekiss, I suppose, maybe, but this is fine. I'll take this right here. So we are going to shield this up. And at this point, I kind of felt like I wanted to farm down, but unfortunately, I already hit the Body Slam, so we're just going to have to take them out anyways. We could have not hit anything and just, farm down like that, but we're just going to go ahead and finish them off there. In comes the Swampert, and we're just going to do some chip damage before we do come back into this battle with our Roserade. So they are up a shield. And we do have to worry about Earthquake and Sludge Wave. That still will hurt us. As we've seen, the Roserade really can't take a hit. Togekiss could be a counter to it, but we're just going to go ahead and throw this in here anyways. I think we let this go through, or not. It's an Earthquake, and we call it, so very nice. They have 2 shields. They swap into Gyarados, and they knew it's over. So even though we were down 2 shields and they had 2 shields, I thought that was over for us. As soon as they made that swap into Garchomp, I already, it's GG'd when I went into Togekiss. So we're going to be met with an Excadrill. You're going to start seeing this a lot. A whole lot. And I don't mind it at all. So they're going to be swapping to catch this Weather Ball with their Togekiss, which is perfectly fine. We're going to go ahead and go in here with our Togekiss because we don't really want to be matched up with the Excadrill. Snorlax doesn't mind that because of the superpower. But this one right here, Charms resisted, even though it does hurt it quite a bit. Letting that go through, holding on to our shields, knowing what we can take, looking great. Coming back in here with Excadrill, we have energy ready to go. We are in a beautiful position here, getting a shield out of them. They're going to go ahead and farm just a little bit on us, no problem. Going back in here with the Roserade. Drill Run does decent damage, but I don't really like to let it go through here if I'm up against it in this specific matchup, especially if I'm up a shield. So shielding that up, going for the Weather Ball, that is going to be doing a lot of damage to the Excadrill, as you can see. Throughout the rest of this video, when we encounter other Excadrills, they do not want Weather Balls to get through. And I will left this battle in here so we can look at my mistake. Did you see the Dazzling Gleam? Did you see how we've been one-shotting things? How we would have pretty much one-shotted this Dragonite? We could have one-shotted that, then continued on. And then the Snorlax could have handled the Excadrill. But since I did not get that Dazzling Gleam off when all the shields were down, I just jeopardized the whole battle. I gave him the win. It was over as soon as I swapped. going in with the Roserade. I could have went for the Dazzling Gleam, but that would have left us with no energy. The Excadrill would have been able to take us out, so I try to salvage it by going for a Weather Ball, but it's over by now, and that's what happens when you mess up. Serves me right. Good game. Moving into the next one, let's see what we have going on here. We're going to be met with a Excadrill. What did I tell you? This is the way it goes. Let's get it. All right, so beautiful. Just going to go ahead and build up a little bit of extra energy here. The reason why we did that is we're anticipating a swap and catch, but it looks like they want to continue on here, so that sounds good to us. We're going to go ahead and shield in return. And yeah, sure, we can let one go through, but it does decent damage. Excadrill, you know, it's squishy, but it hits hard. So as you can see, they're giving up both shields to the Roserade here, and I couldn't be happier with that. We're going to go ahead and shield it up ourselves, getting ready for that swap. They're going to be going into Dragonite, and we already know this is a good position to be in, especially if it does have Dragon Breath. You're going to be able to just charm this thing down here. So they're getting off one Aqua Tail, had a little bit of extra built up, looks like, and they're going for another one. Should be able to just simply charm down. Do I get nervous? Oh no, I hold my ground. We charm it all the way down. We have a charge move ready to go. We go for Flamethrower, expecting something like a Metagross, but it is a Swampert, and that's perfectly fine. We're still, look at the damage. Look at that. You know what they're doing? They're farming up a lot. We still have a Snorlax, the Roserade. We're looking good, no problem. They're deciding to finally let that energy go here, and down we go. I think there was a time where I get the boost right when I'm about to go down. So they're swapping, and I'm throwing in two Roserades. Did you see that? It was like a clone one. And we're doing a ton of damage, as you can see here. Drill Run, I think, will almost KO. Surviving barely. We could have gotten off our energy there. We messed up. And they have that Swampert in the back. And this is still our game, no problem. But I could have taken them out and did a little bit more damage, and then maybe even swept him with the Bullet Seed. But hey, it is what it is. Snorlax is going to be able to help us finish it off. So what do you guys think? Absolutely amazing, right? Looking good. Now let's test it up against, you know, a legend. Let's see what a legend can do. Got the Magnezone, okay. So we already know we absolutely love this lead. We're going to go ahead and stay here, building up extra energy, because we're just anticipating a potential swap in which they looks like they want to stay in here and absorb it. So that sounds perfectly fine with me. I'm going to let whatever they have go through. It's just a mirror shot. They did get the attack drop there, unfortunately. But it doesn't really matter because this will still easily KO at this range here. But they're going to be using their shield. And we're going to be going for another Weather Ball because we can just spam it that fast. We're getting two shields. People like to really give up two shields to this Roserade. I'm really enjoying that. So they're going for a Wild Charge. We're using our first one. They're going to be retreating into a Gyarados with Dragon Breath, and we're going to go right into our Togekiss. And you guys already know the save song and dance. We got to trap this legend in the corner right here. We're looking fantastic. Going for that Aqua Tail. Alrighty. Now this is the one where I think I just, all right, we'll let this go through. Now we're farming down. What's the point? There's no point. Let's go. And then we hit that Flamethrower. It doesn't matter what it is. It's that Magnezone, but they're going to be able to hit their charge first, unfortunately. Going to go ahead and let that go through, no problem. Going to go in here with the Roserade, take this thing out because I know it has more energy than that mirror shot. So down goes that Magnezone with that energy. In comes Conqueror, and I want you guys to see this right here. Honestly, wanted to make this the last battle of the video because of how this worked out. Now, I swapped into the Snorlax because I needed to do a little bit of damage before I went down, and it was perfect. I'm going to be able to barely get to this Dazzling Gleam, and you're going to see how clutch having this move is. And there you have it, folks. You've seen it here first. We're one-shotting things left and right with this level 50 Dazzling Gleam Roserade. Let's get it. Having a blast. Met with a Togekiss. Sounds good to me. Let's go. So this is a fine position. I don't understand. I mean, if they double shield, sure, it's going to, be kind of pretty hard for us because the charm is really digging in. But we're able to spam them pretty fast. And we, Sledge Bomb. If you have that, you're going to be able to do a lot of damage. Anyways, getting a shield out of them. And I think we're going to go ahead and shield up as well. We don't want this thing to go down quite yet. Retreating with energy into a Snorlax here. Very interesting. They're going to be going into an Excadrill. And I think this is the one where I hit Superpower. This is beautiful. And it actually gets through. We're letting that go through. Absolutely. Building up to 2 almost. We still need like a lick or 2 to get to the next Superpower. And taking them out. Beautiful. So now we're going to just be able to go for a Body Slam. It's not going to be doing as much as usual. And we're going to be taking more damage. But that's chip damage right there. Can't complain at all. But they're able to farm, unfortunately. So what are we going to do here? I think we're just going to go ahead and go in with the Togekiss and let this go through. and save the shield for whatever they do have in the back for the Roserade. And it is a Swampert, so yep, we won. GG's. So this charm is just going to be eating away at this Swampert here. And then by the time they are done with us, there's going to be a Hydro Cannon. The quick move can't take us out. They were probably counting on us using a shield, but which we didn't, so they have to use this again. We're going to go in here with our Roserade. We don't need to hit a charm. We're simply going to farm it down with Bullet Seed. But to my surprise, I forgot that they had another Pokemon, and I was like, I put the phone down and I picked it up. Oh my god! And I had 2 of these ready to go, and we were able to take the win with the Weather Balls. But I seriously thought the battle was over there. I was like, yeah, put the phone down on the counter, and then I saw that, and I almost lost my mind because I could have gave myself a loss. Anyways, into the next battle here, we're going to be met with another Magnezone in the zone. Let's go. We already have, we love this position here. It doesn't look like anybody wants to catch lately, so we're going to go ahead and throw that Weather Ball before it can retreat. After it potentially gets off its charge move here, they're going to be going for Wild Charge and swapping into a Togekiss, and we're going to go ahead and bring in our own Togekiss here. We are up a shield, and this is looking pretty good, able to get them into the yellow first, but they are up on energy, and this is going to be an Ancient Power, doing decent damage, no boost, thank goodness. Able to get to ours. Do they want to use a shield? Do they want a double shield? And they're using their final shield. Okay, that sounds great to me. So we're going to go ahead and go in here with our Snorlax and start farming up. They can't get to a charge. What do you have in the back? Let's see. We're going to go for that superpower. This is going to do a lot. And then I think we want to swap into the Roserade after this. Yep, and get off this Weather Ball just so we can make them waste their energy here. And what do they have in the back? It is going to be a Dragonite. Oh boy, we're definitely not getting to no Dazzling Gleam today. But since we do have 2 shields, they're just going to have to go with the Dragon Breath. They're not going to be able to get to a third Dragon Claw before we get to our next Body Slam, which is going to be enough to take it out. Of course, with the licks followed up with it. So they're going to be getting to another Dragon Claw. I meant to say a third. Did I say third or second? I meant to say third if I didn't. All right, anyways, we're going to be able to get to another Body Slam here and take the win with the Snorlax. And I do believe this is going to be our 5-0. And I did, unfortunately, after I battled the Legend, I stopped recording. And I had a little snack or some coffee. And I forgot to record the next battle, unfortunately. So, yeah, it was an epic one. I would probably say second to that Legend battle. That was freaking awesome. So, sorry. But anyways, we're ranking up. Let's get it. We moved up to an expert. Yippee! Alrighty, so let's take a look at some more battles. If you are enjoying this, folks, please give it a big thumbs up. It helps me out quite a bit. Let's go. And we're met with another Excadrill here, so we are going to let them throw first while we do build up energy. Maybe they're going to swap after this. Let's see. Looks like they want to stay in here. We're not quite to 2 Weather Balls, but almost. We need to get 1 more Bullet Seed off, and we're going to be looking great. Getting to it and beating them, of course. And let's see if they want to shield up. More than likely they're going to, and then hit us with a charge in return. And then we are also going to shield, and yeah. Let's see how this plays out. They're swapping into their Gyarados, so we're going to go into our Togekiss. They are up a shield. We can still pull this around. We've seen it before. We had no shields. They had 2, and hey, we made them back out. So let's see how this works out. Hitting us with an Aqua Tail and hitting us with another one. I think this is the one where I do throw my energy. Is in fact, yeah, I think they're just a little bit too ahead up on us. So we're just going to simply throw this. We're getting their last shield. Yeah, here's the one where we get the boost. So as soon as we get the boost, at least we're able to do that much more damage, I guess, with the charm. But they're able to take us out because we have no more shields. Gonna go ahead and go in here with the Roserade, hoping I can farm down, and we're almost, they swap and to catch this, so that sounds good. Maybe they're trying to hit their charge. Actually, no, I had no health, so that was a good catch. But here we go. You want to see some more one-shots? Look at the Roserade handle this team all by itself. Look at that. Well, not all by itself, but you know what I mean. That's exactly what I was talking about. It touches every single one, but with a big impact. This thing is amazing. Let's get it. Met with another Excadrill. Keep bringing on these moles. Let's go. All right, so we're going to go ahead and shield up this first one, of course. Building almost to 2, like before. Kind of similar battle. The question is, what do they have in the back? It does look like this one is going to be a Best Buddy Excadrill. Fun Pokemon over there, especially with its improved quick move. Letting this one go through. Okay, well played. Really nice knowing what they can take here. And I do believe we're going to be shielding this up. Sorry, I'm not as brave as you. And we're going to just get this off instantly here. We're not going to play any games. That thing charges very fast, and I have lost count. What do they have to go up against? It's going to be a Dragonite. We're going to be swapping in hopes that they do swap as well. Probably going to get off a Dragon Claw and then go into something, and I hope that's what they do because we do have a Togekiss that we want to line up later. They did take quite a bit of damage, so yeah, sure, they could still retreat. So let's see what they decide to do. Going for Hurricane and taking us out. We're going to have to go in here with the Togekiss, of course. And we are in a pretty good position here. Fantastic. They have that Gyarados. We're looking pretty good. So this is going to be the last battle, folks. If you did enjoy it, you know what to do. Share it with your friends. Hit that like button. Subscribe. Turn notifications on. I will be keeping you up to date on everything Pokemon Go. And bringing you some more Go Battle League unique Spice teams. Probably going to start seeing this thing all over the place. Sorry. I just had to show you guys. I couldn't help myself. It's way too amazing. So down we go, and in comes the Togekiss. We're just going to be going for this Ancient Power here. And getting the shield. Can we? Oh, yep, this is definitely going to be a Dragon Claw. Definitely. But anyways, thanks for watching, folks, and be safe out there. And I'll be catching you all on my next video. Take care.